welcome to the Melbourne Pet Collective, a fun new way to introduce you to the pet-friendly businesses and the people behind them all around Melbourne and Victoria. I'm Caitlin J. McCall from Ragamuffin Pet Photography, and I'm so happy to be chatting with Keryn Bardwell of A New Leash on Life Dog Training today for episode 1. Hi Keryn, thank you for joining us.
Hi Caitlin.
I know Keryn for a couple of years now. Maple is only tiny and Keryn helped me train her. Actually a bit of a lifesaver because she was quite mischievous. So I'm so happy to start this off by chatting to you, Keryn, because you did change our life. So
well, no, you did the changing. I just taught you how.
Very much so. So A New Leash on Life is your business. Do you want to maybe give us a little bit of an introduction into who you are and who you serve and what you've been doing?
Well, let's see. Prior to this lovely 2020, I've spent 14 years as a dog trainer working for an employer, a large Melbourne company. And so I've been into thousands and thousands of client homes across the years, but it got to the point for me where I just needed to do something different for me and, start providing a future that I could be excited about. So I have a couple of things that I do. Firstly, clients in the eastern suburbs out into West Gippsland, I do private sessions with them with their dogs and puppies, anything from baby puppies right through to adult dogs with severe behavioural problems, no worries. I also do a homestay program for those who are interested in having a bit more of a Kickstarter.
And very excitingly, I saw that you've produced your own online course as well, so people from anywhere can learn from you. You know, I love online courses, so tell us a bit about that.
We're running live with online puppy program, and you are the first to know, shortly to launch adolescent course coming up.
So exciting, and what a great year to pivot.
Well, we've all had to pivot, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love that you teach us how to reward without treats.
Treats can be awesome for some things, but you don't want to be fully reliant upon it every place you ever go.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember when we first adopted Maple, that's all we kind of knew how to do, which one is so impractical because you don't have treats all the time. But two, she wasn't particularly food motivated either. So
there are a lot of people out there who would be in a similar boat. And there is a third point that some people wouldn't know, and that is that some people find themselves rewarding the wrong behavior because they're trying to get their dog's attention, but inadvertently rewarding overstimulation of one variety or another. And
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's important to try to make sure you're not doing as well. Yeah.
So I saw that Zander, your puppa, is on the logo.
This is my schnauzer. His name is Zander, and he is a 6-year-old standard schnauzer. And he originally came to me as a foster dog. So I'm also a foster carer. And we mainly specialise in dealing with dogs with behavioural problems, but sometimes we just get the ones who have a different scenario. And he came to me as a foster dog with uncontrolled epilepsy. And so we got control of the epilepsy, and now he's the head canine trainer. The understudy is Jaffa, and he joined the family 2 years ago. And he is a Chinese crested powder puff. And a lot of people want to Google that one because it doesn't sound like a real breed. But mainly Zander comes into client homes with me, and where we work on the puppies together or we work on the adult dogs problems together. We're safe to do so. Obviously, his safety is a big deal as well. But, if you're coming into a client's home without a dog, how do you socialise their puppy? How do you teach them to do it? How do you rehab a dog who's got an aggression issue unless you've got a candidate? And
Zander puts his paw up.
Zander's used to being a little bit of bait, but it's always handled safely and with his consideration in mind, of course. So We have one other family member here who doesn't go out and about, and that's Tora, the kitty cat. And she's 14, but she likes dogs better than she likes people. And so if we have foster dogs here, or if we have a homestay dog here, or if we have clients' dogs who visit, they get to meet her, and obviously we work hard to keep her safe as well. So she didn't like to smooch the dogs more than she liked to smooch me.
So what's the homestays like? Is that people's dogs come and stay with you for like an intense? Right.
Absolutely. And that's a live-in program, which is not everybody's cup of tea. It's a good kickstart in some situations. So I can pre-teach a lot of the obedience commands. I can pre-teach a lot of the general manners, but unless clients reinforce and practice at home, it won't work. But it's not everybody's cup of tea to have their dog away from home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have the different options. So let's rewind. So I have no idea what your original story is. How did you get into pet training?
Oh, okay. So many years ago, probably 2003, let's rewind to, and a little golden cocker spaniel puppy whose name was Chili home to a very, very inexperienced me who was not a dog trainer. And by 8 months of age, we had a dog with a severe behavioural problem because no training. And when your dog's behavioural problem is an aggression issue that's aimed at his humans, which that's me, you look for help. And I found good quality help, and I loved that help so much that I wanted to help him as much as I possibly could. So I joined the trainer's course that year.
Right.
And originally my aim was just to get him as good as I could possibly get him. And the love of my life, little Chili boy, he passed 3 years ago now, and we had an awesome life together. A dog with a severe behavioural problem, that doesn't mean that they can't be rehabbed, and it certainly doesn't mean that they're not amazing. And, you know, anyone who ever met him wouldn't have believed that he had that behavioural problem, because he was a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde boy. You would never have encountered that side of him if you'd met him. If it wasn't for Chili's severe behavioural problem, I probably wouldn't be a dog trainer.
Oh.
And I certainly wouldn't be running this business. I'd probably be working from somebody in a shop or some other random job that is a nice job but doesn't have the passion that we have for doggers.
Yeah, I love hearing about the pets that have impacted the lives of the humans that run pet businesses.
You know, they're always in my mind and my heart, and they're not replaced by the current family members, but I obviously adore him in a different way.
I, for the longest time, thought, like, what is even the point of having another dog? Like, she's my heart can't possibly have the space to love another dog equally.
A different space.
And then you invite another one in and they just are totally different and you love them equally. It's just, I find it funny that we can just keep expanding for them.
I don't think they get half the space each. I think your heart just gets bigger.
Yeah, I totally agree. Do you have any, before we jump into the quickfire round, any like particular favorite stories about running your business? Any funny ones, embarrassing ones?
Oh, I think my worst ever was suddenly needing a vomit in the middle of a client lesson.
You did?
No. And having to borrow the client's bathroom on 4 occasions to make it through the lesson, which is the most embarrassing experience ever. But when suddenly that lunch, I went, that lunch might not have been a good idea.
I can't believe you just said I had to make it through the lesson. Did you keep doing the lesson?
We made it through the lesson.
Oh, no. The things we do.
Yes. So I'm hoping to never repeat that experience again.
Yeah.
Yep. It seems quite amusing now looking back on it, and I don't think it was at the time at all.
No, I can't imagine so. And now it's time for a quick fire round. 10 questions to get to know the people behind the pet-friendly businesses of Melbourne. Who do you admire the most?
Seriously, any woman who gets out there and runs her own business.
Early bird or night owl?
I am absolutely not a night owl. I don't know I'd consider myself an early bird.
Just a daytime pigeon. Do you have a favourite animal?
You mean aside from dogs?
Aside from dogs.
Yes, giraffe.
Oh, random. Favourite local Melbourne pet-friendly business?
A lovely little company called Cider and Basil. They do pet treats, but also pet-friendly candles for the humans.
Ah, that's a great idea. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Down to earth.
You could never live without?
Normally, you know what, I would say chocolate. I'm not sure if my answer needs to change to technology, is it?
These days, yes. I know, and how that's nowhere near as fun. But yeah, probably. If you had to choose, cat or dog person?
Dog.
What does success mean to you?
Controlling my own destiny.
Hardest part of running your business?
If you'd asked me 12 months ago, I would have said technology, but right now I'm going to say marketing.
You just wish that we could just like do the thing we're good at and clients, can you just come find me? Best thing about running your business?
Flexibility. Now, if I want to take the dogs for a walk in the afternoon, I can take the dogs for a walk in the afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's it. That's too easy. Thank you so much for joining me on this. So this is Keryn from A New Leash on Life. I will have the links to her website and all her socials so you can
Thank you.
Go and check it out. Give her some love.
Anybody wants a free chat? I'm happy to chat anytime, no obligation.
Awesome. I can fully recommend Keryn. Literally, I said at the start, I'll say it again, changed our life with everything that you taught me for Maple. So I'm so appreciative.
You implemented and we were very proud of you. Still are.
All right, I'll chat to you later. Thank you. Have a good day.
Awesome.